Thank you, everyone. So today I'm going to be presenting on why every small business needs HR. And I'm going to be focusing on 4 reasons why small businesses need HR. So the first reason I want to talk about is hiring and firing. A lot of people think they know how to actually recruit and hire the best or the right talent, only for them to get to know down the line that they've missed out on some most important aspect. And so that is why Dynamic Resource is set up to help small businesses to focus on that area of things while they focus on what is most important to their business. So basically, we will go through your recruitment strategy, and we would also do your job evaluation in order to make sure we get proper job description with performance improvement plans in focus. And so when it comes to hiring, small businesses often make lots of mistakes in terms of the type of question they ask at interview, which are not expected to be asked by legislation. And also when it comes to firing, we also understand that there could be some little things that you could do to go wrong. It's so easy to find yourself into a lawsuit by firing wrongly. And employees could actually make a complaint to the employment standard about you firing them wrongly, which is one of the things we would save small businesses from doing. In terms of recruitment, we look at the discrimination side of things, and what I want to focus is the legal part, because we have the legal and also the unfair part of discrimination. It's not everything that is unfair that is illegal. However, whatever is illegal is equally unfair. So when it comes to recruitment, you look at job advertisement. When you place an advertisement for your job, you have to be careful what you put in the job ad. Things that you should not be putting in your job ad are things that should not discriminate anybody from applying to that job role. And those are anything that has to do with race, color, religion, gender, sexual orientation. Also, it is illegal to discriminate in any way through your recruitment. Like, if you're asking your employees to provide you referrals, you should be careful not focusing on a particular race to provide you that referral, because that could be classified as discrimination. Sorry. So number 2 thing I want to focus on is the employment law. As HR professionals, we know the ins and outs of employment law with regards to employer-employee relationships. So we focus more on anything that has to do from recruiting, hiring to firing. So we know in and out of all the employment law that guides those, that relationship. And that is why it's important that small businesses should have an HR person to represent them in that sphere of influence. Like, we understand a lot of small business will say they don't have the money to hire an HR person. And that is why we would put it out there that you don't necessarily need a full HR department as a small business, especially if your employee is just between 1 to 49 employees. You could actually make do with HR softwares and also outsourcing most of your HR processes. With that, you'll be able to cost, and you'd also be able to avoid lawsuits and internal conflict by retaining that HR professional that will give you the best value for money and helping your businesses to move forward, and also ensuring your people are being managed properly. Also, the other thing I want to look at is employee files. Do you know that employers are required to keep accurate and current records for each of their employees for at least 3 years from the date each record is created? And it's not all small business owners that understand this. And that is what HR professional will bring into your business to ensure that the right files are kept for the right reasons and in the right place for whenever it is needed. So the number 4 thing is handbooks and manuals. First question to anyone who has an employee here is, do you have an HR handbook for your employees? This is very important. And like I say it to my clients most of the time, this is not just a book you create and then you put on the shelf. It's actually meant to be a living manual within your organization, because it's a manual that will set the expectations for your employees and also guide your relationship with your employees all through their lifetime within your organization. And one tip that I always give to my clients is, even when you get an HR professional to create your manual for you, you may want to have an employment lawyer to take a look to ensure you are compliant with the law. because this is very important and key to your business growth and people management. So HR on a small business budget. The bottom line, small business needs some kind of HR presence, whether you like it or yes. I always tell it to people, the moment you start hiring one person, you need an HR knowledge in place. You need to know what to do with that person. And I also understand there are a number of things that human resource professional can do for a small business that other employees may not be able to do for you. They can't even do it. The reason is because they don't have the technical know-how and they don't also have the employment law knowledge. So this is why you would need an HR to help you with this aspect in your business. And so you can consider outsourcing your HR processes to an external firm like Dynamic Resource Solutions Limited, in which I'm an HR consultant. So for your HR services, my ask today is contact me, Grace Adagi, your HR consultant at Dynamic Resource Solutions Limited, creating effective workplaces. Are you struggling to find and keep right talent, want to reduce cost of recruitment, wants to be compliant with legislation, reduce the risk of fines and costs from bad employment and HR decisions like wrongful termination or constructive dismissal? Then contact me. Thank you for listening today. I appreciate you.